So, as you can tell, I am not in my room. I'm at hospital.
Frankie was comatose when we returned to the flat from school. He was non-responsive, so we decided to call a ambulance, and 5 hours later, here we are.
I am currently hooked up to an 8-hour glucose drip. So today I'm doing something very important, and I'm not sure if I'm meant to or allowed to tell you. I suppose I am. Basically I'm helping out with a project that is running at the Rep, which is a local theatre in Birmingham. Me and some of the people in my course are doing something, and the launch is next week, so I guess I'll tell you about it next week, but we're doing something cool, so yeah. I am just about to leave to go there. I need to post something. I have been writing more, what a surprise, and it's got to the point where I have compiled a few items of writing and it appears to start looking like a play, and it's the first draft, so it's probably going to be a bit crap, but I am sending it to a special someone in the hopes that this person will like it and want to be in it. We've already discussed it, so if you're watching the vlog right now, then you might not have already had it yet. I don't know if I'm going to send it first or second class. But anyway, I need to get off because I need to do that on my way to the theatre, and it's like a half an hour walk to the theatre for a normal person. For a patchy it's like 45 or an hour, and I need to be there in an hour, so I'm going to go now. So I'll see you later. Good evening. Wow, my face is red. So, as you can tell, I am not in my room. I'm at hospital. Jack, do you want to tell the people why I'm at hospital?
Frankie was comatose when we returned to the flat from school. He was non-responsive, so we decided to call a ambulance, and 5 hours later, here we are.
So when the ambulance arrived, my blood sugar was 2.5, and they did an ECG, which seemed alright. Oh no, they couldn't do an ECG because I was like shivering because I was extremely cold. My heart rate was 61, my blood pressure was high. My blood pressure was 168 over 101, and usually my blood pressure is like 120s over 70s, and it's back there now. It's 128 over 78, I think, when they took it when we got here to hospital. But basically we went into my bedroom, and oh, I've not shown you these bruises that I've been getting over the last like week. Oh, they look really bad on camera. And then, oh, sorry, I left my camera at home, and then I've got like some on my legs as well, but yeah, when we went into my room and they did 12 cable ECG, and I was like, it'll be normal, like, I had one on Friday, it was fine, it'll be normal. And she was like, well, let's see. And then she was like, would you be... And I was, in my head, I was like, I could say I'm 99% sure, but I'm 100% sure because my ECGs are always fine. And she was like, okay. Pediatrics, please. Pediatrics, thank you. It's not normal. There's something on it. And I was like, oh. And she was like, that could just be like that. That's your normal. I was like, well, I have another one from another ambulance visit, if you'd like to compare. So I gave it to her, and I have them all here. Oh, what an apt top to be wearing. And of course I grabbed Ollie. Yeah, I showed her the one from December, I think it was, when I had those chest pains. And that was normal. And the one on Friday might have been normal, but something has changed because this one is not normal. This one has what looks like it could be a block. I don't know what a block is, that's what the paramedic said. And then this one shows, what did he say, an ectopic. So an ectopic heartbeat, he explained it as like, basically instead of having two pumps in the heart, because you have your sinus node, which myovabradine works on the sinus node and it slows it down. Yeah, you have one heartbeat and then it hits a wall of nerves and then the second heartbeat, which is why you get the two things on your leg trace. Let's see. Yeah, like that. But there's another one, and he said basically it's like both of the parts of your heart beating at once. Did he say that?
Yes.
So, thanks. Need reassurance. So instead of your heart pumping blood, it just sort of sits in your heart, which is not good. Definitely not good for a potsy. But because there was multiple ones of those on this one that they did when I stood up, because she wanted to see what my heart did when I stood up, because she was like, we're not going to leave you if you're extremely tachy every time you so much as stand. Hello, Pots. So she did just the heart trace, and she was like, that's definitely not normal. So let me show you. Let me show you. So here we go, standing flutters, because I've been feeling flutters, which I think I actually edited out on Friday's vlog, because I was like, the ECG was normal, so there's no point mentioning it. But I was feeling flutters, and I have them for like a week. Also, I get them every now and then. But basically, so if you see over here, like, okay, it's faster, but again, hello Pops. But you can see there's like a normal pattern, goes up and down and then like back. Whereas over here, when I was standing, you can see these extra bits in between each normal looking heartbeat. And these are the ectopic ones. So the person from the medics team, the nurse, has just shown up and he's going to put a cannula in. The guy said, the doctor that I just saw said, I think I forgot to say that bit, they're going to admit me. But he said they're going to take some blood tests, see how my levels are of everything, potassium, sodium, lithium, I should think, because he was asking about lithium. And he said they probably put fluids and glucose up to run over 8 hours so that I don't drop low again. He was quite concerned about the hypo. So, yeah. So, don't know what caused the major blackout, but I'm sure we'll find out. Or actually, if it's me, I'm sure we won't find out. I'm sure it'll be put down to it's just how you are. And Jack, you can look forward to plenty more of these.
I mean, I don't think I'm in that video.
Jack, what did you think when you came in?
What? Saw you on the floor?
I
thought you were dead.
Oops. Anyway, that guy's going to come back soon and stick me, so I'll see you in a bit.
Phone someone.
No, it's an internal phone line anyway.
Well, you just dial mine and I'm sure it goes out. My old job.
There's no downstream occlusion! What are you thankful for?
I am thankful for tasteful sportswear.
And what did you do? He put on black shoes with brown trousers.
Because I wanted to make sure that my friend was alright, actually. Please don't.
I'm really
Please
thankful
don't tar me
for you.
with the
I'm really thankful for
don't tar me with
you.
the unfashionable
I'm
brush,
thankful for you.
because I would have been looking like 7 fire emojis in a row, followed by a snorting steam up the nose emoji and probably 2 or 3, I don't know, let's say splash emojis. Maybe an eggplant.
Right, okay, anyway.
But I didn't.
Be thankful
I was busy.
for tasteful sportswear.
Tasteful sportswear.
Okay.
Boy, has it been one hell of a night. I thought I'd lost you. I've been recording on my phone. I don't know if you'll have seen them. I don't know if I'm going to put them in or if I'll just say it all again on you. So I am currently hooked up to an 8-hour glucose drip. Several things have happened within my body today. So Echo Eternal went great. Know what I'm doing now. I actually have my script with me so I can learn lines here because I'm being admitted tonight. I got home from the rehearsals, table read, whatever. Got home, sat down, ate a packet of crisps, drank like a glass of squash, sugar-free squash, watched a YouTube video, hit play on another YouTube video, stood up, stretched, blacked out, syncope. Come out on the floor, think I've hit my head, heart is still racing, really, really racing. And I was like, right, well, the YouTube video is still playing, I'll wait until it finishes. It was about 12 minutes, so I was like, I know this can't have lasted long. And I was like, I'll wait until the video's finished, and then I will go outside into the corridor and go and find someone. And I thought I heard Jack go into the kitchen. I didn't. Ruby was home, but the others weren't. I got up, got out of my bedroom, and sort of my legs sort of buckled, and I was like, no, don't add to this, don't fall. And then blacked out and sort of was in and out of consciousness. And I was freezing, and they got home. Jack said that at first he didn't see me, he just went straight into the kitchen, and then like Bobby and Dan were like, what? Jack thought I was dead because I was very cold. Bit of a blur. Anyway, they rang an ambulance, and the ambulance came. They took my blood pressure and heart rate, classic. Heart rate was fine, 61. Blood pressure was high, 168 over 101, and it has never been that high before, ever. Blood sugar, 2.1, so very low, which I think is like 37 in American stuff. And the paramedics were like, you are so low, you should not be talking right now, you should be unconscious. They took me into my bedroom because I needed to do an ECG. And I was like, no, I had one on Friday, it was normal. They were like, well, we're going to do it anyway. And they were like, I was like, in my head I was like, I could say I'm 99% sure, but I'm 100% sure. I was like, I am totally sure it will be normal, as always. And it came out, and she was like, oh, and then I had a Capri Sun as well, for blood sugar purposes. And she was like, it's not normal. This is possibly normal for you, but it's not normal. And I was like, oh, I've got another one. Because if you saw on my Instagram, literally yesterday or the day before, I put up a post like explaining what an ECG is. And I put pictures of the ECG up. And I was like, I've got one if you want to compare it. And I told them where it was, and they found it. And she like spread them out. She was like, it's changed. That's different. And then asked lots of questions. They were really, really nice. Paramedics were really nice. And they made me laugh eventually. I was a little bit too out of it to laugh to begin with. Anyway, long story short, they were like, we're probably going to take you to hospital. And then they were like, can we just try your blood pressure and heart rate standing up? And they took some of the probes off me, so they didn't do an ECG, they did a trace. And as I stood, I got this flutter, which I think I've said on the vlog in the last week or so. I've had this flutter in my heart, like butterflies, but in my heart, not my belly. And and they were like, oh, well that's interesting. And essentially, there was like an extra thing on the trace. So there was, between each heartbeat, there was an extra thing when I was standing, like in the process of standing. And then once I stood, they took like a long trace, and then my heart got faster, as is with POTS. I've turned my phone off because I don't have a charger with me. I was actually looking for my charger in my bag when I found you. Story time. Eventually we got seen, and then she was like, at first she was like, no, your ECG's fine, I don't know why they've worried you and brought you here. I don't know what they were doing. And then I was like, can I show you my paper ECGs that I have, that I've been told to show you? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. I showed them, and she was like, yeah, that's not normal. Yeah, that one's not normal. Yeah, and then did another ECG, and it was fine. She was like, well, it wasn't fine, so you're going to get seen by a doctor. And then we saw the doctor, he was very nice, in this room, lovely room here. And he was like, we're going to admit you because blood sugar of 2.5, I believe it was actually. I think I saw 2.5 on the screen. But he was like, if your blood sugar's just randomly dropping that low, that can be really dangerous. You could go into like coma, or you could brain damage. I was like, well, that's great. So that's why I've got the glucose drip, and now I'm waiting for a bed. It took them 4 attempts to get cannula in, but it's in now, and that's good. And yeah, I'm thankful for, I can't remember the ambulance crew's name, but I'm glad for the 2 ladies that came to me. I am thankful for Alex, who just walked past, who took my bloods earlier, and Max, who just said, see you later, Alex, who managed to get the cannula in. So it's in a like normal place, but kind of awkward place, because apparently, sorry, needle warning, my vein sits higher up than it should. It sort of usually sits down here, but mine is up here. Anyway, it's in now. I'm getting my glucose, trying not to drop, because oh yeah, when I saw the triage lady here who was like, your ECG's fine, it was dropping again. I think it was 3.8, so she's like, go and eat something. So yeah, anyway, I am thankful for those people, and I'm very thankful for Jack. I'm thankful for my flatmates, that they came in, and yeah, anyway, I might see you on the ward or I might not, but if I don't, I will see you tomorrow for more thankful thoughts. Good night.